don't have anything against people of color, but I was telling him about how I first met him with going to a meeting with my mom. He was here to minister. Oh, Lord, that was over 20-some years ago. And I was angry because I was a little girl and I wanted to stay home and run the street, do what I wanted to do. And she made me go with her. And as we were going down 7th Street or 6th Street, I remember as I was fussing and saying little naughty words to myself about her making me go. And I remember a rock. I don't think I told this part. I remember a rock hitting the side of that window because I was so angry. And when the pebble hit the side of the window, I jumped and I looked. But lo and behold, when we got to the service, I was so angry. She went and sat in the front, and I sat way in the back. And when I walked in, I said, she made me come. I don't want to come. I fussed and cussed all the way here. And then it's a white man standing up here preaching. So I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. But it wasn't about what I wanted to hear. The Lord had me there for a reason. Because as he ministered on that night, I was looking at them. And I'm going to tell you this. I remember looking at Elder McFaddin and Sister McFaddin, and they still look the exact same way they did.
Hallelujah.
And that was over 20-some years ago. And I remember him even ministering that night, talking about aging and whatnot. But he had called on me, and the Lord had directed him to come back to me, and he ministered to me how I was in a relationship, I thought, with this young man that I thought that I loved, and I didn't. After he ministered to me and told me that I would have been dead if it was not for the prayers of my mother, and that was the truth, because it was an abusive relationship. And my mother used to say every time I see him coming, he grinning. He grinning at the sun, he grinning at the devil, whatever it is. And he happened to be a very mean person. But I didn't want to see it that way, because I thought he had cute curly hair. And, and I just thought he was cute. But when he ministered that night and he said that the Lord was going to break that relationship and he had something better in store for me, Lord, he sure was telling the truth. Because I broke off that relationship and I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know when it was going to happen, but it just happened so easily. It wasn't a fight. And then the Lord brought into my life the husband that I have today. And it'll be 22 years this year in July. And I'll be married to the same man, and he hasn't changed a bit. Just got better. And that is the truth. So it's just wonderful. I'm going to say this. I remember 2-3 months ago that I was here, and I had my little great niece here, and she's 4. And her mother brought her, and she had sickle cell.
I remember.
And you'd be surprised what children hear and how much they listen. And Jennifer is her mother, and by law, the state law, she had to take her daughter, Kendall, back to the doctor because of her sickle cell. If she didn't follow up with the treatments, the doctors could send social services to the home. So she said she was sitting there and she said, Lord, I am not taking my baby back for any treatments or anything. I believe she was healed. But she had to go by the old letter. So she went. And the doctor had Kendall sitting on the table and checking her over. Do you know what that baby said? I did. He asked her, how was she doing? And that baby looked at the doctor and said, God healed me.
Hallelujah.
She's 4. She's 4. She has not, to my knowledge, been sick since she came into the meeting that evening. And there's something else you said that night as we were getting ready to dismiss. You said, how many tired of paying these high gas prices? And our hands went up. And he said, the gas prices must come down, and they are.
All right. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I mean, I'm looking at gas now. I told my husband for $1 something. But I'm just, you have to really be mindful, and you need to listen. When the Lord speaks, and just going to take it as, okay, he said it, whatever. You have to believe it. Because when he said the gas prices coming down, when I drove out of here, I said, Lord, I'm looking. I started looking at the gas signs on the thing and saying, Lord, I'm looking for these prices to come down. And they have come down. Where's that lady? She gone? She gone.
Yes, she has to go.
But it don't matter. She's gone. But I believe she'll never, ever look at her life the same again.
Amen.
She can't.
Amen.
When the Lord speaks, that's what it is.
Hallelujah.